I still have my reservation about Carrick retaining the job as a permanent coach. But don't get me wrong. Carrick has come in, nobody expected Man U to be this good. Nobody expected them to be challenging for a top four at the later end of the season. Yes, Carrick came in, did a lot of good things, changed a lot of things, and is getting it right, but he's still not the right person for me as a Man U fan. We've seen it all. We've seen all this kind of gimmick, caretaker coach coming in, getting it right, doing everything right, and all of a sudden they started going backward. And yes, Carrick has done well in his former coaching roles, when he was in Man U, when he was a caretaker in Man U, unbeaten, still unbeaten under a Man U as a Man U coach. But my problem with Carrick is that Carrick is too, he's too gentle in in the touchline. He's too gentle, he doesn't the his body language in the touchline is not really impressive to me, and I feel like Carrick might be a kind of coach that a big player, the so-called big players can come in and manipulate, because if you take a look at it, almost any good coach can walk into that Man U and do exactly what Carrick has done. Came into the team, put the players at the rightful position, because if you take a look at them under Amorim, the major problem under Amorim is that all of them are playing almost out of their rightful position. Ahmad at the right winger, defensive right wing. Fernandez was playing at a deep midfield instead of him. Fernandez needs to be closer to the striker, needs to be closer to the opposition boss, and he's not doing that under Amorim. Almost a lot of them played out of position, so it's actually affected them, limited their potentials. But I still feel like Carrick is not the right guy for Manchester United right now.